All right, I got a rant. This has been driving me nuts for a while, and I got to talk about it. Um, Obviously, Trudeau and the Liberal government that we voted in, a few years back, is not doing a whole lot for Canadians, for Canadian citizens, and it's pissing a lot of people off, and I get that completely. Um, but it's like people, because he's not doing such a great job for Canadians, are now, saying, "Oh, we should be worrying about ourselves. We should be worrying about our country instead of helping these other countries, and instead of letting all these refugees in and all this immigration and blah 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 blah." And it drives me bonkers, drives me insane because look at all the pictures of places like Syria with a bath with a whole street filled with blood and thousands and thousands and thousands of people dying. People are waking up in war zones. People don't have water to drink. They don't have food to eat. They don't have any of the basic necessities that make you be able to live properly and be able to live happily. And we we wake up in our beautiful beds with our big screen TVs in our living rooms and our you know fresh, clean, cold water that dispenses out of our friggin' refrigerators, and heaters in our houses, and good food. We got Uber Eats that'll drive food to us at 3 o'clock in the morning, and like we just have everything. We have everything so easy and so convenient and so at our fingertips, and we can afford it because we get paid well at our jobs, and our quality of living is so much higher, so much higher than a lot of other countries and a lot of other places, and the way other people live. It makes me sick that we're making sacrifices. We're making sacrifices right now for other people in other countries. We're sacrificing a little bit of the way that we live so that other people can live a better life. And I'm totally okay with that. But it makes me sick seeing everyone, oh, he's ruining the country. He's just letting in all these people and blah, 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 blah. That's selfish. It's selfish. It's inconsiderate. It's arrogant and ignorant, and it's terrible. It's cancerous, and it's the worst kind of humanity that we have. I'm sorry, but it drives me insane. We're in a position to help people. We're in a position to make a difference here. Because we live a good life, and we have. And when you have, you share with the have-nots, because that is our goal, and that's our duty. That's our duty as a human being, is to help, is to be together, is to build together, is to. Why? Because we have these stupid imaginary borders on all of our countries. All of a sudden, it's mine, 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 and you can't have it, and I have to live better, and I have to do this, and we have to do this, but because you're across this line, or because you're across this ocean, we shouldn't give a shit about you. It's just barbaric that this is the way that we think as a human race. Because really, we're all not that different. We're a human race. Why are we, Canadians, Americans, whatever the hell country you live in? That to me is really just creating a divide. All it does is divide us all. It makes us separate ourselves from one another and stop giving a shit and stop caring about other people. Those are people. Think about it, like if that was your mom, if that was your daughter, if that was your son, if that was your brother, and they had to get up every single morning in a place that doesn't have fucking clean water, doesn't have any food to eat, waking up every day eating maybe a small handful of rice and a couple potatoes for your meal for the day, or having to walk miles and miles and miles to get clean water, or waking up to bombshells hitting and, gunshots and people screaming in the streets and crying, and we have the nerve to know that all that is happening and say, no, we shouldn't let you in our country. We should be helping our own first. Well, you know what? Our own live an incredible life. We have so much that we take for granted. And the fact that there's people out there who think that are so selfish that they think that we should be making sure that our own people aren't having their taxes raised, or more money isn't coming out of our government to help other people, because oh, poor us, we had to go up another percent in our taxes, or oh, poor us, we had to give up something, or poor us, we have to live with other people who speak different languages, or poor us, we have to take the risk on whether or not this person's going to be a terrible person when they come in the country, because we're not doing the most thorough of background checks, which we couldn't possibly do in the first place, because the countries these people are coming from don't have the kind of records on people that we keep. So at some point you have to take a risk, and you have to have faith in humanity, and you have to have faith in people. And this type of shit that I'm hearing people say is making me lose faith in humanity, and I really hope that people can really start to see the bigger picture and realize that if we have awesome food and TVs in front of us to watch, and beautiful families around us that live a good life, and everything just so easy and convenient, that we have a duty, because we're in a position to help. We have to help. And you know what? All you guys might hate Trudeau, and you know what? There is some decisions that he makes that I'm like, you're kind of an idiot. And I get it. I get the why people are upset with him, but I truly think that he's making a difference in the world, and hopefully it's not out of self-interest. Letting all these immigrants in obviously awards him new voters that hopefully will vote for him next time, and maybe that's the thought process behind it all. But really, at the end of the day, he's saving people's lives, and we're Canada. We help people. We're a good country. We're good people, and we have to remind ourselves of that. We've become so Americanized in Southern Ontario or Southern Canada that we're starting to adapt the views of a lot of these Americans, and frankly, it's just not it's not productive for anybody to be that selfish. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, that's my rant for today. I hope that something that I said can rub off on you, so that you maybe think a little differently on the way the Trudeau government is operating. And you know what, we might be going further and further into debt, but we're a first world country, and we have everything, and we're so blessed. And I really think that it's going to be our legacy, that we made a real difference in the world, and we're able to change things for people, and those people will never forget that. Anyways, that's my rant for today. Have a good day, guys. Talk to you soon.